that chance in a few different buildings this year. Let's take the temperature in this building. Players only, Sean. Who's the MVP?
All right, Lindsay, it's a little chilly in here. MVP, I don't know if we're all going to have the same answer here, but Weezy, let's start with you. What do you when you hear MVP?
Yeah.
Who's the one guy that comes to your mind without question?
Oh, it's Patrick Mahomes. All year I was saying Drew Brees, the stuff that he was doing, but this last game, Patrick Mahomes going against the Baltimore Ravens.
No Andrew Luck.
It's tough. It's tough to say that. It's tough. But the stuff that Patrick Mahomes is doing is unbelievable, especially for a guy that's only in his second year playing, right? He's throwing no-look passes. That fourth down play that he threw to Tyreek Hill on 4th and 9, like he threw it 50 yards. I mean, he threw that out of duress, scrambling, and he threw a dime back across his body. 4 guys around Tyreek Hill, and he still got a completion. The poise of this young player is outstanding. He's making
Reggie,
everybody
have you
better.
ever seen a quarterback throw that many different throws?
No.
That many different angles?
And I would hate it. I would hate it because, listen, he's getting balls in tight windows, right? He's throwing the football in tight windows, is catching guys by surprise. If he threw me a no-look pass like he did, it would have hit me right in the head because I wouldn't have been expecting it. The stuff that he's doing is outstanding.
All right, Talib, what about you, man?
I'm a defensive guy, also a Los Angeles Ram. So, of course, I'm going AD. 16 and a half sacks, 4 forced fumbles, absolutely wrecking games, man. I think he lead the league in pressures, hurries, every category that you can lead the league in and at a defensive line. So, I mean, it's not only the plays that he's making, though, it's the timing, man. You look at the sack right there in Detroit. Late, the game is close, it's tied, it's close.
Right.
He makes a play, we get it, we score a touchdown. Now we
changed the game.
Right, he's changing the game. Kansas City game, same thing, man. He's making these plays at crucial times in the game. So it's not just fluff numbers out here, man. He really putting his print on the game, and he's my MVP.
He's definitely a fellow chain snatcher. I feel like
That's never going to rest. I see that's never going to rest. Okay, I see that right now.
He's clutch, though.
I see that right now.
Can I just say this? Like we put Aaron Donald in that pass rushing category, and I think it gets lost on people that he's a defensive tackle.
Right, he got
so much
DN numbers, and he's a defensive tackle who gets double teamed the majority of the game.
Yeah, we almost say Aaron Donald has to break the sack record to be the MVP.
He might.
But as a D tackle, 22 and a half sacks.
Tough. That's
I mean, it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
So he definitely deserves some love because to be able to wreck the games, and as you mentioned, he's so clutch. They need a big play.
Right.
It's not just the sack; it's the forced fumble. I mean, he comes up out of nowhere. Man, yeah, he's a butterball of knives for sure.
Yeah, he is.
How about you, Bushy?
My guy is Drew Brees. I think Drew Brees has been the MVP candidate all season long. And I like Patrick Mahomes. I like Aaron Donald as well. But Drew Brees has 4 interceptions on the year. Patrick Mahomes has 11. Drew Brees is also the all-time passing leader. He's also second on the touchdown list. And he's about to break his own completion record. So for me, to be able to accomplish these things all in one season it's unheard of, and that's tough to do. So you can't ignore those. You can't ignore what he's doing. You can't ignore the body of work. Plus, his team right now is sitting at the top of the division and competing with the Rams for the #1 spot. So you look at the whole package, I think without a question it's Drew Brees.
Drew Brees has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
I will say this about the MVP voting and the race. Style points matter.
Yes. Yeah.
And you've got to be hot at the right time. The fact that the Saints lost to Dallas on prime time, I think that might hurt him a little bit. And when you look at Mahomes right now, he's hot and what he's doing. Everybody's talking about him. Plus, he's going to play on Thursday night.
Yeah.
He's big. You won a big award coming out of college. And guess what? You know about the style and the momentum and all that and how that plays a factor. But look at these throws. I mean, I can't remember the last time we saw a guy that was playing so well the first half of the season and was able to sustain it the way that he's done it and the way that he's continuing to wow us here in week 14. That to me is unbelievable.
I feel like Drew Brees is about to get the Leonardo DiCaprio treatment right now. Like
from Titanic.
You know he should have won an Oscar at some point, and it just hasn't happened, right? I feel like Drew Brees is about to get that same treatment.
Better keep waiting.
He's gonna need a big win. Well, style points certainly matter, and we're talking about a guy that has a lot of style. How about a guy that we're still trying to figure out his style? Cole?
All right. Sean O'Hara.